you prepared to travel yet? If so, then come nightfall we will move against the camp where Amdir and the Dwarf Lord have gone into hiding. Alright guys, so we're going to start. This is Book 1, Chapter 1 of the Lord of the Rings book series, which is like their storyline quests. Now, there are a ton of quests in this game. I mean, a ton of them. But I'm going to, for this series, I would like to focus on these because they're really freaking cool. Before we begin, I want to give a big, major shout out to the members of Napalm. Thank you all so very much for your support. I could not do this without you. You are the sponsors of this channel. And if you would like to help support this channel, please click the join button down below for more information and a list of perks. And a very special shout out to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, Ray Cooper, We Smoke Bitcoins, and Tango Hotel. Thank you for your highest tier membership.
There is evil afoot.
Can you feel the chill in the air? It is no natural cold, but the chill of fear, of evil. I doubt not that Amdir is here, but there is a greater evil as well. We should split our strength. For the good of Middle-earth, none can be allowed to escape. Langland and I will look for another way inside, while you and Torthen search for Amdir. We must be quick now, before the evil bursts forth from here and threatens all of Breeland. Alright, let's do this. It is time for us to act. Wait, so now let's talk to Torthen here.
Are you ready?
Come with me, it is time to deal with Amdir and these brigands. If Amdir escapes, it should spell doom for Middle-earth. So I'm going to defend him as he searches for Amdir. Who Amdir is one of the guys who got stabbed. Wait, someone's coming. Let's see who it is. What were those things? That dwarf has gone mad. Yeah, Amdir got stabbed by a wraith, so he's got that poisoning that turns him into a wraith. And he's been killing other of his friends, basically. He's gone mad. Onwards, we must find Amdir. And we think we can still save him. What's going on in here? If you need rest, then now is the time to steal your nerve. I'm good, bro.
Silently now.
Down there.
Darkness approaches.
Down there in the southern corner of the camp, the source of the Blackwood Spear is there. Come. There now, there's no need for concern yet. This is creepy. Ah, I found them after all. You were relieved of your obligations, Blackwold. Killed them. Now to deal with you, Ranger. I have other business to deal with. My servant shall deal with you. Ooh, a barrow white. Cool. So a creepy dwarf. Doing something disgusting to that guy. He's saying, come friend, this is not the end of our, business here.
Stay a moment.
Who is that dwarf, and what power has he to command whites? That the Blackwoods were in terror of that creature is certain, but I still sense something greater still in these ruins. And where's Amdir? Perhaps beyond that gate. Do not lose your nerve. Amdir, my friend, are you there? Please. Act normal. What do we got here? Whoa! You shall not interfere. Amdir is now a servant of the Great Eye. Now, Amdir, take on the robes of the Kargul, the Forsworn. Oh no, is he gonna... Wait, who's that? Eogan? Come, brethren, we must leave. Now is not the time for such a fight. We leave Amdir and these fools in your care, Eogan. Yes, my lord. You do not belong here, Nazgul. Oh, there goes Aragorn. Chasing him. You're too late. I am Cargill. I served the Great Eye. Oh, snap. Amdir, no! No, my friend! Oh, crap. Oh, I thought I was dying. I am sorry, Amdir. Be at peace.
It's a sorry day.
It is a day both dreary and joyous. It grieves me that we are forced to slay Amdir, but a relief that he should now know peace. I will lead you back to Strider. I will return to my camp. There we go. That instance is done. Wait, isn't it?
It's a sorry day.
The very air seems polluted by this night's business. We should tarry here no longer. Okay, travel now.
The Nazgul have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire.
Ooh.
The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
Oh snap, they're going for Frodo!
There.
It grieves my heart that the enemy was able to turn Amdir thus. He was my friend and kinsman. My people will remember him as the man he once was, good and noble. It troubles me that the Nazgul have crossed the river and moved into Breland at just this time. There are events in motion which could determine the fate of Middle-earth. If you're able and willing, I may have another task for you. Yeah, I'm gonna take this cloak as my reward.
I have a task.
I'm sick of this one. That's why. Because I'm sick of that one. Let's go ahead and equip that bad boy. Oh ho ho! Looking fancy, boys! Looking fancy. Alright. I am curious to know who the dwarf you encountered at the Black Wolds camp was. Dwarves are by nature honorable and cannot be dominated by the will of any. Why this one would serve the enemy, I cannot say. Worse yet is the appearance of the Nazgul. I must go watch the East Road, for I am expecting some travelers, and now fear they may be in danger. Would you travel to Combe and speak to a constable there named Underhill? I already know him, by the way. I talked to him in the prologue. You may know him already. Stout little fellow who loiters about town center. You may suggest to Underhill that he investigate the Blackwolds' old hideout. Okay, so we're going to... He's going to go watch the East Road. And we're going to go to Combe. Okay. And we're going to get some reputation for that.
What road did you take, Frodo? The Ring Wraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fear, search for the light in the darkness.
Tom Bombadil. I hate that little laggy. They say the servers just need to be updated, is what everybody's told me that plays this game all the time. Okay, Constable Underhill.
A lovely day, isn't it?
It sure is. Oh, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? The Blackwoods have been broken and scattered, you say? This is good news for Combe. So this Ranger Strider thinks we should investigate Skunkwood's old hideout? Well now, I'm not so sure of that. It's not a safe place, I hear.
Might I have a word with you?
Well, I suppose you're right. I should make sure those Blackwoods aren't hiding in that cave of theirs again, mustering their strength. But I'll want some help. Will you travel with me to Skunkwood's old hideout? It's south of the guardhouse at the northeast end of Staddle Pond, near Staddle Falls. If they're gathering there, I'll need help driving them out again. When you are ready, come back, and we'll go together to the old hideout. With him walking. Okay, here we go.
Shattered the back of the Black Walls, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Okay.
Goodness.
This place is quiet as a tomb. I wish we could just say all was peaceful and leave, but I suppose we need to do a better job of it than that. Alright, no use putting off what must be done. Come along, and make sure you have your blade at the ready, in case we run into any trouble. Beware of the Knickerbreaker! Maybe some of you Lord of the Rings hardcore, Tolkien nerds will know what a Knickerbreaker is. I'm not aware of that. Hold a moment, I have the key right here. Drop a comment down below if you know what a Knickerbreaker is. Moving forward. Quiet. I see something ahead. Wait, what is that? Dour hand turncoat. Is that dwarf? Let's wait here a moment, see what happens. This is your last chance. Swear fealty to Angmar at once. Never! Then die! Oh, snap. My lord! Intruders! What? Deal with them! Who is that dwarf? That poor man.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You couldn't have come a moment earlier, could ye? For that dwarf struck me through them, maybe. Or, well, perhaps that's just the way of it. First it was the Ilgan, saying that if we pledged to Angmar, we'd be made rich. Well, when that all fell apart, a few of us decided we didn't want anything to do with Angmar anymore. We started talking to some new fellows, men who came up from the south. An ugly bunch, they were. But at least they didn't seem likely to go raising fell spirits or some such on us. Seems though Angmar didn't like the prospect of us leaving them. That dwarf came along, and you see how that ended. Now, I suppose the Black Wolds are at their end. Oh. Rest in peace. I've no idea how he escaped this place. We'll never follow him now.
Just a moment.
Well, it seems that strange dwarf escaped. Now he got out of here is a mystery to me. And from what you said of the Brigand's Tell, that dwarf was the one we should have been worried about, not these Black Wolds. Well, I suppose the Black Wolds are truly broken now, but for some reason I still don't feel safe. Well, there's not much more we can do here. You best take tidings back to your ranger friend in Bree.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgul.
Oh, remember that part? Good show indeed. You sure showed those Black Wold rascals what for. Let's get our trousers.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Let me go ahead and equip those bad boys. Bam. How we looking? Ooh, looking sexy. They're green. Good day to you. What are you still doing about here? Those Black Wolds are gone, and likely for good. That strange dwarf might still be around, but I'll wager he went on to somewhere a bit more interesting. You should take that news on to your friend Strider in Breetown. If he sent you out here, he likely wants to know what we found. He'll probably be at the Prancing Pony. Those rangers surely like their beer, and the pony has the best. Thank you for your help, but there's no use worrying about brigands around here anymore. And the Prancing Pony is sweet, look at it. Look at all the happy drunk people. Fantastic. There's no time to talk. I've run off my feet with all the guests, if you know what I mean. Here we go, we're on this one.
One thing drives out another.
My, you look worse for wear, meaning no offense. Would you be needing a beer, perhaps? No? Well, if you're looking for that Ranger Strider, he is in his room. Just go down the hall to the left and then bear right at the end.
We must move quickly.
You have returned and just in time. Much has happened since you left, but I have little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Breeland. But there is a more immediate threat we must deal with now. While you were away, those same Nazgul you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travelers I had been awaiting, 4 hobbits of the Shire. I cannot tell you why they had such interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again. Alright, we're on chapter 5 now. While both you and I have seen 5 Nazgul, their true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Would you travel to the west and speak to Langland? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Underhill and his friends decided to take a different path, and are now here under my protection. Still, Langland may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgul. He camps on a rise just north of the Buckland Gate, and may have seen something that will aid me. You must hurry. I cannot afford to delay here overly long. Right up here, I think. No, maybe he is down here. Oh, there he is, there he is. Langland.
What do you need?
Aragorn has sent aid. Nazgul, 4 more were in Buckland. They rode swiftly to the east upon black steeds. I was foolish enough to stand in their way, and they ran me down. I will heal in time, but the riders have left a threat in their wake that must be dealt with. I must ask for your help.
Could I speak with you a moment?
In the Black Rider's wake, craban have taken roost. They are not the common strain from Dunland, but a breed I have never seen before. Likely these foul creatures keep watch on Buckland and the Shire, or at the very least me, since they have taken to staring at me at night, in the night. While the craban may see nothing of interest, the fact that the enemy has eyes here is dangerous. If we were to blind those eyes, the enemy would not be as sure in directing its efforts. If you would dispose of the craban that roosts to the southwest just beyond my camp, even killing one craban will go a long way towards blinding the enemy. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, let's kill these little disgusting crow creatures. Eyes of Sauron.
Greetings.
Good, you have slain those foul birds. The enemy will not be nearly as sure in their efforts now. However, I still have need of your aid. I must ask that you do something in Buckland, as it was their horn call that alerted me to the presence of the Nazgul. You say the Underhill is with Aragorn? I know of no Underhills. I was sent to watch over a hobbit named Baggins. Because it's the same guy. I must assume that is whom Aragorn spoke of. That he is safe is welcome news, for my fears are somewhat allayed. It was late in the night when I heard the horn call Buckland. Running to the road, I saw the Nazgul leaving Buckland at a gallop. I tried to stop them, but they ran me down. I feared they had already found Baggins. The four riders passed eastward towards Bree, but we may discover what they learned, if anything, at Baggins' home in Crick Hollow. It is a cottage surrounded by a high hedge almost directly southeast of the Buckland Gate. If you learn anything there, return to me. What news you can bring me may help determine the movements of the Nazgul. It's like right there. I probably shouldn't have came in the old wood. I don't know. I'm gonna get trapped in here. Buckland, I'm pretty sure. Look how cool that is, guys, if you haven't seen it. Freaking Buckland! Alright, let's go to the Shire. Oh, I totally walked right past the entrance. Okay. Here we go.
Goodness.
What? Who? I don't have it. Oh wait, you aren't one of the Black Riders. I must tell you that I haven't been so frightened in my life. Did they learn anything from me? Well, those riders came busting into my house, but I had already slipped out the back way. Not a thing did they get from me. When the sheriffs came, they made me tell them about Frodo and the others going off into the old forest, but I didn't say a thing about the enemy's ring. Oh dear, what is that? It sounds like crows. Oh crap. You didn't get all of them. Some flew up into the old forest. I hope they don't come back. Sometimes I wonder if they would have made that Lord of the Rings, if Amazon would have made it, and it took place in a totally different time frame, so everything looked different. I wonder if it would have lost a lot of magic just because things would be different. Like this one, it's like it is in the books, right?
What can I do for you?
The enemy's ring. It is no wonder Aragorn was so secretive as to why the enemy was seeking Baggins. If the craban heard Fredegar's words, the enemy will know for certain that the ring is no longer in the Shire, and all will be lost. Finding those birds in the old forest will not be a simple task. I would ask that you return to Aragorn in Bree and seek his counsel on how to find these foul birds. They might be gone by then. Alright, back to Bree we go. The enemy is on the move. All should be prepared for dark days ahead.
You bring dire news.
This is dire news. While the four hobbits I was awaiting are safe for the moment, the protection Bree offers is fleeting, at best. We must leave soon, and if the enemy's suspicions are confirmed by these craban, then what they seek is no longer in the Shire. Our trip may be all the more perilous, yet the old forest is a twisting labyrinth that can lead even the most experienced tracker astray. Finding these craban will not be easy. There is one who could find these craban forests if we were to ask him for such aid. However, he may not see our worries as his. He is known by many peoples by many names. Of old, he was known as Orold to men, while to the dwarves he was simply Forn. The elves called him Irwin, Benadar, oldest, and fatherless. However, in these days he is known as Tom Bombadil by those few who are aware of him. Look for old Bombadil's house, which lies at the far eastern end of the Withywindle, the river that flows through the old forest. He may help you if you ask him in my name, Aragorn. If you discover anything, I would ask that you address it as best you can. Yes, baby. Tom Bombadil. Master of the Wood, Chapter 8. Tom freaking Bombadil. In the flesh, baby. Let's go meet him. Although I've seen him earlier when we were exploring the old forest, and you can see that on the channel. But he wouldn't talk to us because we didn't have a quest or anything for him. So now I'm gonna get to actually interact with the real Tom Bombadil. The real Tom Bombadil of legend and lore. I love exploring Middle-earth, man. See, this game has something that it's hard to match. These locations and characters are freaking legendary, you know? So getting to see them and explore and be a part of Middle-earth is very magical right from the beginning. So, like, and they did a good job building. I mean, yeah, the graphics aren't like next gen. I mean, it's an old game. What, it come out in like 2007 or something, but it looks good though. And it because these places matter to me already, it works, man. I'm telling you, I really think this is a cool game. There it is, dude. Is that Tom Bombadil's house, dude? Is that it? Dude, this is totally Tom Bombadil's house. Woo, there it is. Peek out. There he is. You are welcome to stay and make merry. Look at him skipping along. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at this.
Now let the fun begin, let us sing together.
Oh, hoy now, hey now, what's all this fussing? We've not had so many guests since our wedding. There is time enough for bird watching, but perhaps first a song or two, my hearty. Let your heart fly free and put aside your worries. You are at the house of Tom Bombadil. This is awesome.
Ring a dong, hop along, follow the willow.
Yes. My Goldberry is away at her spring, and I was going lily hunting. I've no time for chasing birds, but hoy now, Aragorn's a name I know, and a friend of old Tom's. Hear now then my offer, while old Tom Bombadil looks for sour crows. You'll gather lilies for my lovely. I saw some along the river, just a hop and a jump away. Just follow along until ring-a-ding-dillo you find Old Man Willow. You watch that old gray willow man. He's a mighty singer. He'll sing you down to sleep and drown you if you don't be careful. Dude, that was epic. They even made him sing. Are you kidding me, dude? Old Man Willow. His nasty roots. They'll put you to sleep. There we go. Let's go back to Tom Bombadil. Like, see, this whole little quest I just did wouldn't even be so cool if it wasn't for the fact that Tom Bombadil gave it, and I got to see Old Man Willow. Bright blue my jacket is, my boots laughing all the way I go. Tom's a merry fellow.
Hey, come, Eriador, can you hear me singing?
Lilies white for the river daughter. Stronger than hobbit folk are you if you outsang Willow Man. Not a lily crushed nor leaf bent. See, the hobbits had already been here. Old Tom's a merry fellow, but he knows when it's time for dancing or to go a-whiting. He's found your birds and none too soon. If you seek them out, then seek them now, unless you wish to sleep beneath green grass. Here we go, lilies for the river daughter. Can I not get the next quest? I need to level up. Is that what's happening here? Oh, man, now I gotta level up. Alright guys, well I guess we'll call that today's video. We'll be making like chapter 8, I think. No, chapter 9, Lilies for the River Daughter. But it looks like I can't do that quest yet. That's a wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed joining me in Middle Earth for Lord of the Rings in the storyline of the game. And I hope it gets decent views because I'd like to keep doing it. I think it's pretty cool. But guys, thanks for joining me today. Hope you had fun. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing that. That's what we do here. Cover old school MMORPGs or new school MMORPGs with old school twists and flavor. And of course, JRPGs, CRPGs, all that kind of thing. And until next time, guys, God bless and happy gaming.